you doing? I hope you're having a good day, and if not, I hope I can make it a little better. I have here two different Ohuhu marker paper pads. Let's compare and contrast and make some art. So regular viewers will recognise this Ohuhu sketch pad. This is the one I got to do alcohol ink drawings in, though this is a watercolour of Norma. I got it because great friend of the channel, Ray, said she had recently bought an Ohuhu alcohol marker sketch pad and that it was amazing. So I bought one, expecting it to be the same one as hers, but it wasn't. This is their classic alcohol marker paper, which is really great for alcohol marker, can recommend, but as you can see, like with most paper, the alcohol markers do bleed through. Oh. Luckily, Ray was here to save the day and has sent me the Ohuhu alcohol marker sketch pad that she uses. So I figured, let's compare and contrast, see if there is much difference. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of these two sketch pads. The similarities are that both come in both A4 and square sizes, as well as other sizes in between, whereas in theory, you should be able to draw on both sides of this paper with alcohol markers without it leaking through. Those are not the only similarities or differences though. With this special double-sided marker paper, it comes in spiral bound, like this, or glue bound, so you can just pull out a page if you want to. With the more traditional sketch pad, it's hard bound, like this one, so it looks like a hard-covered reading book or a diary or a journal, or you can also get spiral bound. With this kind of sketch pad, you get 78 sheets of paper, whereas with this one, you only get 60. In theory, this one is bleed proof. This one, as you've seen, definitely is not. Also, this paper is lighter. This paper is 150 GSM, whereas this one is 200, as you can see. It's still weirdly thick for marker paper, I have to say. I'm not used to marker paper feeling this sturdy. I'm used to it being really shiny and thin, almost like printer paper. And yes, this paper is very much like cartridge paper in comparison. This paper is in a cool white. Ooh. And this paper is in a warm white, apparently. I'll be honest though, I can't really see much difference, so I don't think that should be too much to worry you. Other information that Ohuhu have provided on the differences between the pads is that art drawn on this pad with alcohol marker should dry faster than art drawn on this pad. Also, apparently, even though this is paper specially designed for alcohol markers, this pad, according to Ohuhu, should blend smoother. It's a smoother blending surface, so that'll be something interesting to test out. And another more fun bit of information they've included is that you can customize this cover. You can remove this bit here and you can draw all over it, I'm assuming with alcohol markers, whereas with this one you can obviously still customize it, but you'd have to customize it with acrylic paints. Actually, I'm curious to know, would you like to see me customize this cover or both? Please let me know in the comment section below. And you know what? I think the best way to test these papers out is to actually draw something on them. And here we go, putting the paper through its paces. The bleed-proof paper is on the left, and on the right is what we'll call the traditional paper. To give this paper the fairest chance possible, I'm using Ohuhu alcohol markers, as I'm kind of working on the assumption that the Ohuhu alcohol marker paper has been formulated to work best with their own markers. I'm a big fan of brush nibs, and currently the only Ohuhu brush nib set I have is the pastel marker set, so that is the set that I'm using here. Texture-wise, I really didn't feel any difference when drawing on top of either type of paper. Both felt equally smooth. It was only how the ink, the same ink on both bits of paper, reacted that really shocked me. For some reason, the ink went down really dark on the bleed-proof paper. It does lighten as it dries, but on the initial application, I was really freaked out. I wondered if something had happened to my pens. It also kind of makes it really difficult to know what colours to shade on top of each other, because what you're seeing isn't what the final result will be. I kind of got away with it with the yellow bow, but later when I applied darker shades to the jellyfish's body itself, I really had no idea how dark the colours were going to dry, and I do end up making a mistake with the purple. I feel like I put the purple down far too heavily because I didn't know how dark it would dry compared to how it applied. In comparison, when drawing on the traditional paper, what you put down is what you get. Please let me know in the comment section below if you'd like to see me try other types of ink on the bleed-proof paper. I think it's also, once ink has been applied, that the quality of white that each paper has becomes more apparent. I feel like even when the ink finally did lighten as it dried on the bleed-proof paper, that it did have a cooler tone to it compared to the warmer tone that the traditional paper has. Let me know if you feel the same. I think it's here with the pink tentacle on the bleed-proof paper that you can see what I mean when I say how different the initial application of ink is compared to how it dries. These pinks are the exact same pinks that I used on the traditional paper, but look how different they are when they apply, and look how cooler they look when they've dried. And here we have the two sides of our jellyfish. What do you think? Do you have a favourite side? I was definitely shocked at how this paper reacted to having ink on it. I guess we better check if it actually is double-sided, because I was really anxious about not having a colour catcher for this one. Let's have a look. Wow! Nothing! Not a single thing. That is actually very impressive. However much I hated how dark the paper got, I have to admit, I am very impressed that there's not a single blotch on the other side. And just to compare, here's the colour sheet catcher, and yeah, the ink has come through on this page. But tell me, do you think the fact that you can draw on both sides of the paper in this pad is enough for its failings, such as how dark the paper gets when you add ink to it? I don't know if it is. Let's get a bit closer and see how the blending is, because that's another really important thing when looking for alcohol marker paper. So here's my original pad, the one that is, according to Ohuhu, smoother than the double-sided pad. And yeah, I think the blending looks pretty good on that. Let's go over to the double-sided paper, the paper where it doesn't leak through on the other side. And I definitely think it looks a bit spottier. You can definitely you can definitely see a grain compared to this. Here you go, here's a good close-up. Look at the difference. The paper has got darker and it's very much grainier than on this side. The bow, again, is very grainy compared to the smoothness on this side. Well, thank you for making it to the plot twist. There is a third type of Ohuhu alcohol marker sketch pad you can get now. I discovered it whilst looking up the information for these two. I'm going to call it the combo paper, but they're just going to call it the double-sided paper, because now you can get this double-sided paper in a hardbound square sketch pad like this one. So if you didn't like that this paper came with spirals or glue binding, you can now get it in the kind of sketch pad where you can do beautiful double page spreads. Does that tempt you onto the dark side of the double-sided paper? Or do you still like the smoothness that you get from this paper? Well, genuinely now, thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. I'd love to know what your favourite part was. If you could leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to know if you do use this paper, which paper you use, how you recommend you use it, and what you use it with. If you could like, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and share this video, that would be amazing. You can follow me at Enchanted Violin on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Blue Sky. Links will be in the description box below, as well as links to my online comics, my Patreon, and more. And I'll see you next time when we get up to some more arty fun. Bye!